Yes, all right. We are streaming live today. We are going to do some kind of top-down analysis today. So we are going to see how things will move. Okay, guys. So let me take you through this for a spare. Yes, last week with my students in the mentorship, we were seeing some bit of we had some mentorship class yesterday. So last week we were talking about different types of liquidity. Yes, we were seeing some types of liquidity voids. So what were you talking about that? Okay, so let's have a look and we see all this. So let me take you through this. Let me say this. Alrighty. So now at this point you need to ask yourself, like, how could you become a better trader? So that's the most important thing in trading. So you have to understand how really your strategy works. That's the first point. And you need to understand yourself first. Okay. Yeah, so this is 2026 class online training. Okay, Forex. So guys, if you want to, trading is more than what you think, guys. So it's more than what you see online, because there is a lot of things being done in the background, guys. So this is a class I'm expecting to teach. Okay, guys. So first things first. So you have to ask yourself, why did you join Forex trading? Okay, that's the most important thing, guys. Okay, so why did you join the trading industry? So today I'm going to take you through how we could do top analysis. Yesterday we talked about liquidity hands. We talked about liquidity voids. We talked about even how we could get. So we talked about even how we could get setups in the Forex industry. So let's say you have just come in the market. So the first thing is to first identify the overall trend. That's the first thing. So just look at because for us we are good in our strategy is supply and demand. So online class training for smart money moves. Smart money moves. Okay. So we are hosting with CHOCH and Austin, because that is our CEO. Okay. Yes, the CEO of our academy. Okay. Let's say Alright, for those of you who want mentorship classes, you can tap in the link in the bio. Okay, guys, so you are highly invited for those of you who want mentorship. But now let's begin. Listen now, we could first mark our highs. So this is the highest point. You could see this is the highest point. This is our highest point here. We could see this is our buy side liquidity. We could see it there. So I'm going to change the color to yellow. Okay, yes, this is buy side liquidity, and this is also our sell side liquidity. You could see that at this point down here, we had a liquidity grab. So this is liquidity grab down here, this is liquidity grab. Then at this point up also here, we had some sort of liquidity grab. So after the liquidity grab, price had to drop. Okay, you could see that up here. Okay, so up here after liquidity grab, price had to drop. So that's the first thing. So for those of you who are in my mentorship class, I'm going to drop this video for you. So that's the thing of marking. So let's say you want to get a setup, so you have to identify the trend. So you have identified this. So you mark the previous zones. After marking the previous zone, okay, let's dive in the 4-hour time frame. So in the day time frame, so ask yourself, what is the day time frame showing us to do? Okay, the day time frame, we could see that maybe we could also mark out most of the few things, and you could see at this point here that down here we are seeing there's sort of liquidity down in the trend. Okay, so that's the thing. So many of you here, you don't have even a trading strategy, so you are still struggling to find a trading strategy which makes for you money. Link is in the bio above. So if you want to understand how smart money really works, you are most welcome. So this is the most profitable strategies in the world. So we could move with the institutional trader. So you could see around here, there's some bit of liquidity zones here, and down here we are seeing some sort of a sweep here down, a grab. So that's a sweep, and on the left here we are seeing a sweep. So up here we are seeing a sweep that occurred. Okay, so after the sweep, the market dropped down. So okay, this is a grab. So this is a grab. After the grab, it occurs. So what's the difference between a sweep and a grab? So this is a grab, this is a sweep. So the difference is a sweep for it occurs before a bullish choke occurring, but a grab, it will occur when the market is opening or during high impact news. We shall see that the market will be grabbing prices. Okay, that's how we shall see. So if you want to improve on your trading, if you want to get results in trading, please, you can contact us. You can link in the WhatsApp above, so we could also dive into all the strategies. Okay, let's have a look on this now. We have fish to mark now. Inside here we have a internal liquidity here. So there's some bit of internal liquidity. Most of you don't understand even anything as I'm speaking now. You are now lost. Okay, let's go. So this is our internal liquidity, but where was it occurring? So if you try to look on here, we had our internal liquidity up here. Okay, internal liquidity occurred up here, but after that we had a liquidity sweep up here. So that was a sweep. Okay, why was it a sweep? Because the prices began dropping from this point here. Okay, prices beginning dropping from this point. Maybe prices came dropping from this point. So that was the most important thing. You could see also it. Okay, so you could see around there prices dropping down. Let me change the size. Okay, so that was the most important thing, that prices were dropping. Okay, so that's where our liquidity, our internal liquidity was okay. So that was so inside here we had internal liquidity. So this is another internal one. So it is internal. So it is an internal liquidity occurring in the market. Okay? So this is an internal liquidity occurring in the market. So what is your take now? It means that we shall see prices rising up to this. This means that we could see prices rising up to this kind of point, and you guys maybe you don't know anything, so we could see prices rising up to that point. Okay, that is the most important thing. Okay, so we could see them prices rising up to that point, guys. So you could find it there out. Okay, now you could ask yourself, why now? What could you see as a trader? What are you seeing in the market? So that's the most important thing. Also, now you have understood that this market is a bullish market. Okay, so after understanding that it is a bullish market, then what are you going to do next? Now we could see at this point also we are seeing some bit of internal. So there is some bit of internal here. So maybe we could see some bits of rejection within this zone. Okay, so we could see some bit of rejection within the zone. So that's the point. Now, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, so what is the 4-hour time frame saying? So our 4-hour time frame, we are saying that prices has already reached the internal liquidity now. So this internal liquidity, what are we expecting? That we may see a sweep occurring like this to the down, okay, or we may see a grab. Okay, that's the important thing. Now we can see a sweep or we can see a grab. Okay, that is the most important thing. So you could ask yourself, how could you do it? And so what is the main purpose for that? Okay, so that's the thing. So that is the most important thing. So we could see a strip up and we could see a grab like this. Maybe a price is dropping down and we could see some bit of, because at this point here we are seeing a fair value gap. We could see it here. This is a fair value gap. So price has left a big gap. Now the reason why this zone is too big. So for gold, zones are big. So that's why it requires a lot of money to trade gold, and it requires money to be profitable in gold. Why? Just to get a move, you have to understand its risk. So what is its risk appetite? So what is your risk appetite? Then how much are you willing to lose? Okay, so that's the most important thing, guys. Okay, so how much are you willing to lose? Okay, so that's the most important thing. So we could also dive into like, now what do we see? We are seeing some gaps here. So this is a gap. We are seeing gaps. Gaps have been formed. Okay, gaps have been formed here in the market. So gaps are being formed now. So what is your take now? So after the 4 hour, I could just go to the 15-minute time frame, because we as smart money, we mostly recommend 15-minute time frame. So what is the 15-minute time frame telling you to do? So we could see the market is forming. The market is formed. We could say around this point, market formed higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So at this point, so we could take this zone the same. After higher high, higher low. Okay, higher. Okay, this is higher high, higher low. So this is higher high. Okay, now this is lower, lower low. So we could see that the market try to change within this zone. Okay, let me pause a bit and you could see it, guys. So at this point here, this is a change of character now. This is a bearish change of character. So at this point above here, we shall have an inducement within this zone. So we have an inducement within this zone for entries, because price will have to come back after the zone for entry. So that's the thing. So you could ask yourself, if you want mentorship, so we could see also that. So this is a 15-minute time frame, so we could see it also around here. So we could see prices after ranging up, then the market shift to the downward. Is showing that the market has now changed momentum. Even if we use a trend and we consider that the market has already changed momentum. So at this point we have market structure shift plus a change of character to the downward. So what are we waiting for? Now we are going to watch our key points around this zone. So this is the major key points. So the market have to break its new low now. So this is a new low. We have to see some bit of market dropping like this. Okay, we have to see some bit of market dropping like this. So when we drop, so this will be our major target. All right guys, so as per now we could be waiting for going short at this point up to around here. Okay, yes. So this is how the setup is. So we could also dive into that. So this video is going to be uploaded on the YouTube channel. How could, so you want to access my YouTube channel, you just go and subscribe to our CEO. So all the videos are going to be uploaded to XAUUSD YouTube channel. So you go and subscribe it. So now we are going into another trading episode. Now we are going to also have we are also going to navigate down the Liquidity Concepts part. Okay, let's do like this. Then we could also